Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy TJ. Welcome back to the Reacts channel. Today, we're focused on Albert Burgess. This guy's got 19.6k followers. He's actually uploading quite a lot. I don't watch much of his videos. I've reacted to a few of them in the past. Obviously, you can see the consistency. He's kept it up quite recently. I mean, before I would say a month ago, 2 months ago, where he's absolutely smashed out. Maybe even 3 months ago. This was like the start where he said he blew his 140k account. From there on inwards, his consistency's been pretty decent, to be fair. Thumbnails, they're good. The channel's looking great. And if this was your channel, you would be saying, I'm getting very good traction. Momentum's built up. And yeah, it's going to be a successful channel. Next year, the year after that, it's only going to keep growing. And I wanted to do a reacts channel on the video of the reality of becoming the Forex trader, because I like to hear other traders who make content, their perspective of trading Forex, the pros and cons, and obviously just how they view it, and call out any bullshit maybe, and actually have my opinion on his opinion too. So without further ado, obviously subscribe to this guy, links down below in the description. Let's try and get into 20k. Obviously, he pulls way more views than we do, but every little helps, as Asda would say. Anyway,
so
let's just go.
Forex trader. You've seen the cars, you've seen the money, you've seen the watches, you've seen the lavish lifestyle.
Let's go.
The lifestyle marketing from all the gurus.
Just secured the bag. You want to learn how to do this? Hit me up. See that?
Yo, this is just straight away, and I know this guy. This guy doesn't even right now. He's just trying to be funny, right? And he is funny. This is something that Mamba would do though. Because I watch all of these people, and Mamba does this sort of shit, but this is like UK version.
First class, Trading life.
And you're like, I fancy a bit of that. I need some of that. Let me tell you something. That is why this industry is so fucked. You get drawn in with all the wrong things and you don't actually have an understanding or even an idea of what it is you want to do. All you know, for most people, is that you want to make a quick bag or quick bags. You want to get rich quick, and you've seen other people on social media perhaps showcasing this get rich quick lifestyle, and you want a piece of that. The reason I'm making this video is because I believe so many people still to this day are in that position. I've had and been fortunate enough to teach and coach many people. I've been involved in some huge communities with thousands of members, and I've come across a common pattern and a common theme. People are lazy. Go on YouTube, you type in how to make money. There are hundreds of thousands of videos. A lot of them will be Forex related, a lot of them will be crypto related, where people are telling you they made £5 million from £50 investment. A lot of them are talking shit. This isn't an industry for getting rich quick. The problem is people don't want to work. If someone was to DM you now saying, hey bro, I've got the source and you can make money, opposed to someone like me sitting here telling you this is going to take you years, this is a skill, it's going to test you more than you've ever been tested, most people have probably turned off the video, you've walked out the room, you're looking for something else. You don't want to hear it. The truth is, you need to hear this and you need to take it on board.
The thing is, right, it's easier said than done to take this shit on board. Bro, if you don't have a passion for the industry, then for the skill, you're never going to stick to it, because you're going to lose so much money. At the end of the day, if 9 times out of 10 people are following other people's signals and stuff like that, right? But and if you just want to run it down for this channel, I don't really know this guy, so I don't know when he actually started trading. But as you can see on his channel, yeah, this guy's into his fitness. He's into keeping into a routine. You can tell that because he's got Gymshark clothes on. He wants to stay healthy. You can see his routine is dialed. You don't see him in a Lamborghini. You don't see him. He's flexing an iPhone 14 Pro unboxing. People will be following Albert, and even people be following myself to try and help them knowledgeable. We're not saying, if you follow us, you're gonna have a Lamborghini, and that's where you got to have a different concept with when you follow these people. You can use the strategy. I'm sure he will have some sort of strategy, and if not, then sales, or he would have something surely. Let's check now. See, he's got a store. Don't even know what even is this store. Right, so he sells something there. He's got a podcast, TikTok, FTMO affiliation link, broker affiliation link, Telegram. And then if we open up, see, to be fair, not actually many members in his Telegram, which is kind of, you know, compared to all of his views and stuff on YouTube, I would say he should have had a lot more people basically in his Telegram. But what I do like about Albert, yeah, and this is what I do like, it's like he doesn't have to show off, you know, because it's not about showing off. If you're a good trader, you don't need to be showing off, you know, iced out watches, being stupid. When you're getting money and making money, yeah, the smarter people is not who make it, it's the ones who keep it. You get richer by keeping your wealth. You don't get richer by spending it. And that's a big concept with like how a persona is given on YouTube. For example, as I said, this person, just literally just someone who's made a YouTube channel, learning how to trade on the job and showing his journey. And that's, he doesn't have, you know, rented cars. He's not, apart from, you know, a week away in a $4 million video and stuff like that, and like the FTMO withdrawals, you know, they're good videos. They show you what you can have, and obviously YouTube probably helps him convert, make money, but that's what he's saying. You've got to have loads of things on the go. And with trading, like the prop firms, they're recent, they're 2-3 years recently. Honestly, they haven't been out for long. FTMO only blew up a few years ago, only started to blow up. Obviously now it's insane, but these prop firms weren't the real deal. It was all to do with live trading, and people realized they couldn't make money from $500. They can't flip it, and that's basically what he's saying in the intro. I know I've gone on a little bit about this, but just trying to give you guys a bit of advice. And if I really wanted to, you know, you can even buy, you could rent a car, right, for a weekend, make loads of content on it, and just scale upload for like months and months and months. You get what I'm saying? It's not, you can't see and believe. You have to like investigate each and every person, see what their trading strategy is, see if they are actually consistent, see what they're about. You can kind of tell if people are fake or not. And also, you know, it's timing as well. People can, traders wise, they can lose money. You know, they're not always going to be on the winning side, but a good trader should win money every month. Facts. They shouldn't be losing, you know, they shouldn't be losing money, basically. They should be always consistent, because in the end of the day, risk to reward is everything with trading. Decision making, the psychology, emotions. The more you trade, the better you get. And that's just it.
You need to be okay with the fact that you might not make money for the first year, the first 2 years.
I basically just said everything this guy's going to say.
You might not make any money at all in this game. But then again, when you join university, you might not make money for the first 3, 4, 5 years, but people still do it. You'll pay for it. You're not guaranteed a job at the end of it. It's the same with trading. You'll pay for it. You'll put time into it. You're not guaranteed to be successful at the end of it. It all comes down to the work that you've put in. It's not about finding that secret course, community educator mentor that's going to go profitable, bro. Well done.
Also, it's easier said because, right, like me, I was already making money. So when I quit everything, started trading 7 a.m. till like 8, 9 at night. Every single day for years, I did that. Grinded my absolute arse off to learn and understand market, price, supply and demand areas, just how markets move. I was able to do that. People who work jobs have to do it part-time, and that's fine. Obviously, it's going to be harder for someone like Albert. He probably doesn't have... Obviously, he's got stuff on the go. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got shit going on. But he prioritizes a lot of his time to do with trading. Or at the very start, he did. You get what I mean? It's not just an overnight thing. It takes a long time. And you don't even have to spend money to be able to trade. Get a demo account. Learn how to trade yourself. Make a Telegram group. Put signals in that every time you trade. See how many times you're trading a week, every day, every month. And then work on your bad habits. Work on where you're going wrong. I'm over trading. Okay, 1 trade a week. How can you only trade one trade a week when you're very eager, when you FOMO into other trades because you believe that you're correct? Well, you're not correct. So you clearly got to do your analysis better. You need to be more judgmental on your entries, on your positions that you take. So much to it, and that's why this shit is just long.
Completed it.
There's
I've
so
been
much.
hiding, lurking in the shadows, and now you've found me. Well done. All we do as humans, again, is we look at someone successful and we just assume that they made it overnight. People that are managing 7-8 figures going, but they just got given 7-8 figures, man. They're lucky. They're one of the lucky ones. No, they earned it. They put the work in. They did the things they needed to do to get to a position to manage that capital. They got control of their mind. All these things aren't spoken about. When you type in what's Forex, how do I be a trader, all it tells you is click a button, follow this, you'll be a millionaire. Why do you think the success rate is so little? Because what happens is people come into the industry, they spend a couple of weeks trying something out, whether it's following signals, following a course, or just dabbling themselves. They find no success and they probably lose their money, and then they go, it's a scam, fuck this. And that becomes a statistic. And then the next person does it. And
Obviously,
the next person does it.
but this is obvious, and this is like a lot of things in life. Like even sports, you might start a sport, but you're not gonna, you might not be doing it next month. You might start the gym, doesn't mean you're gonna be consistent. It's all to do with the human routine, your mindset, and like sometimes you're not, training isn't for you, and that's fine. Obviously, he's also talking about in the concept of when people fail challenges or get ripped off by shit signals or whatever, but that could be down to themselves too. And also, you don't quit at the first hurdle. If you're a quitter at the first hurdle, then clearly it's not for you. But that also keeps this whole massive industry. I feel like people talk a lot of shit about the industry, but like it's huge. Like for example, Albert put in 8.5k views. You're nobody in the industry, and same with myself, I'm a nobody. And even though people with like Mamba, Swaggy C, all these people with higher subscribers, when you actually think about it, right, how much is being traded on a day-to-day basis, they're nobodies. They're just someone on a platform that are just generating views, making videos, educational purposes videos. Think about the 30, 40, 50, 60, 7-year-olds who have been trading for such a long time, who don't need to be doing this. And that's what I always think. Obviously, it's a passion, it's a hobby. People enjoy uploading content, it's free education. You can also, off the back, people sell courses, signals, X, Y, Z. But think about the actual people who are insanely good at trading, but don't want to show their face because they're scared about people being judgmental. Or just the big dogs out there who don't need to make content. And that's why I also think, remember, you're watching other people's videos who you don't actually know how good they are. You know what I'm saying? And obviously this isn't me ripping into anyone really, but it's just how I think in myself with like, I want to know someone who's making 50 million a year just trading, and they actually show you history and have made 50 million. Because there's got to be people out there, This industry there's an industry on Instagram, because they're different platforms, there's different people, and they're not even, who's to say that these aren't even the big dogs, do you guys understand what I mean?
The amount of times I wanted to give up, the amount of times I've gone, this isn't for me, I don't know if this is sustainable, I don't know if there's anything there, but I always had this little spark going, there is something there are other people doing exactly what you want to do. If they can do it, you can do it. You just need to go, I've got to graft, I've got to put the work in, and I've got to actually go, yo, this is a skill. This isn't some, just pick up a phone, yeah, I just banged on 100 lots, bro, made 100 bags. No true trader has the magic potion.
Thing is, like, with what he's saying, I'm a bit worried because, like, I don't see any withdrawals on his page. So, like, with what he's saying, it feels like all he's learned is that you have to be consistent in life to do well, in terms of, like, his YouTube. Do you get what I mean? Because it's, like, a recent one where he's been consistent. He's basically just saying, I know apart from this, right, where he's got a profit split. And to be fair, this is insane as well. I don't want to just waffle on. But 100k profit split, I don't know how much he's made, and we'll make another video on this. But I feel actually it's good to listen to this guy, which is why I wanted to, because he's given a pure perspective of what he's learned in his time, which is why it's great. And even if something like a YouTube channel could help you in trading, because it's consistency, it's being self-developed into a good routine, into your mindset of how you think and work and how you can take action on stuff. Same with like psychology and emotion with trading. It's the same sort of thing. Can you do it today? Can you be consistent? If you're not consistent, how are you gonna find that motivation to be consistent? And that's why, you know, it's just insane.
Somebody could come to you who has the most profitable strategy ever. If you don't believe in it, if you don't understand it, if you can't execute it flawlessly, without hesitation, without greed, without FOMO, you are not going to be profitable. You could turn around and say it doesn't work, but the guy using it is making constant money off it every single month. And that's what's happening in all these different communities. There are people and the founders that are making good money from their strategy. They're teaching it.
100%.
And people are not doing the work, so they're not seeing results. So it's easier to slate that person rather than be accountable to yourself, be self-aware, and go, actually, I'm the problem.
Look at
not
that.
who I'm learning from, not what I'm doing. I'm not doing enough.
I'm trying.
That's the truth of it. Because the moment you buckle up, you do enough, you focus on yourself, you become aware, you become accountable.
See what I'm saying? He's saying the
"Actually,
same thing.
I need to do some work. Then you'll start to see results. Can you say safely that you've actually put the work in to pursue and learn this skill? Or have you fucked about?
That's what I'm
Naturally,
saying.
we think if we don't get rich quick when you first come into this, you assume that you're doing something wrong. So you look for a new way to perhaps do the thing that you're doing. Right, again, that mindset that you bring to trading is already ruining you because you're just focused on securing a bag. Emotions and the things that we experience when trading are completely normal, but if you aren't able to understand them, if you aren't able to identify when they're creeping in, you'll have a hard time because they will just hijack you in the moment. You'll do something and you'll be like, whoa, what happened there? And it'll be like, yeah, you got hijacked, bro. And then you'll be like, oh my god, why did I do all that shit? And all you'll do is write down, oh, this happened, but you won't dig into why, you won't understand it. You know, people say, oh, mindset, me, I'm not interested. It's so crucial. The numbers will only get bigger. It's about percentage. You need to focus on the percentage gain, not the numbers. Can't trade like that. It will ruin you. Absolutely finito.
You forget, how much like bullshit there is in the Forex community. Like when people go, yeah, I've made 500 pips this week. Okay, but what's your SL? SL's 100 pips. Okay, so you know if someone's not risk managing, they're fucked. Like it's actually crazy. You know, even risk reward percentage, knowing when to enter. There's so much to Forex, and you're never gonna be able to get 1,000,000% there where your win rate is like insanely high. You know, it's gonna take a long time, and I guess the less you trade, the higher win rate you're gonna get, theoretically speaking. If it's hard because win rate as well, I'm just trying to think, like I'm trying to give the best information also, but when you look at win rate, they could have 100 pip sell and 25 pip take profit, and they're taking 0.5% each trade. Like in the end of the day, that's £1,000,000 account. They're making bank each trade. And it's like, what works for you? Just because someone's using a 10 pip SL doesn't mean a 10 pip SL is a correct SL to use. Normally, you have areas in the market where you know it's not going to come down to etc. But it's just knowing when to enter. Just knowing when to enter a trade and when to pull out.
Money, look at percentage. You can hide the terminal if you're using the PC or laptop. Don't even have to see the numbers. Remember, you're going to fail. It's normal. It's completely normal. I'm 6 years in, I still fail, I still fuck up, I still make mistakes, I'm still learning every single day. Be okay with that though, because that's part.
He said he's been doing it for 4 years, right? And you look on his channel, right? I see nothing in 4 years. Obviously, I don't know if he's got an Instagram or something. But you can see he blew 140k account. And now, and now he's doing a 100k challenge. So in 4 years, is he even funded? I know he had that bi-weekly profit split. I can't find that anymore. I don't know where it went. But you get what I'm trying to say. Is that in 4 years, there's no, $1 million funding. And that's same with me. Because this shit takes time. You're going to fail a funded account at some point if your psychology is not there. And it's not even to do with being a bad trader. You know, you could be in a bad headspace, and that's another thing. Life gets in the way. You know, your own emotions get in the way. Family, relationships, money, friendships. There's so much that gets in the way that can impact your thought process. You could just wake up having a bad fucking day, and you decide to rage trade. Or like you decide to trade, you lose, and then you rage trade. There's so much to take, and I hope everyone is watching still on this video, because there's so much to learn and understand where other people's perspectives of trading comes from. Because if you think that you can change your life within a month, you can. To be fair, you kind of can. You know, you can buy a prop firm account, pass it within the month, and then the following month or within the bi-weekly profit splits, you get 100k. That happens, which is why you can do it. But the people that are doing that aren't risking normal lot sizes. They are over risking. They're just trying to get rich quick, you know, and it's what's the correct word? It's just not good because they're just rushing it, and when you rush things,
if you're not able to do that, if you're not able to accept you're going to fail, you're not able to accept you're always going to take a loss. No matter what edge you've got, there will be a loss in that edge. And the problem I see, and the most common thing, and I've done it myself, you take a loss, you don't want to take a loss, so you search for perfection. You remove the loss by doing all this refinement. You change your edge. Now that edge that you were playing, edge 1, the next trade could have been a win, but you've now got edge 2, right? So you're already in L. Edge 2 comes that you've refined, takes an L. You're like, what? Right, I'm changing. So you change, and now you have edge 3.
No.
So I use my head. You have edge 3. Edge 3, edge 2, edge 1. Edge 1 would have been 5R up, let's say. Edge 2, the next trade would have been 5R up. But now you've gone edge 3, you've changed again, L. So now you're just L, L, L. And it's because you've changed 3 different times, and you just go down that rabbit hole of just keep changing because you're trying to find a way to not take the loss. Justification of, I shouldn't have took that, I'm not able to accept the loss, right, I'm going to find a way to not ever take the loss is one of the worst habits in trading. Yes, you need to get an edge, of course, and you need to understand why you lost fully, but there are times where it's just a case of probabilities playing out and that loss is valid, and you just need to say valid loss, boom. If they keep happening, then you can dig into it and go, maybe I can stop that loss. But if you just do it to every loss or every break even, all you're going to do is keep changing your edge. And if you keep changing your edge, you're not going to stick to probabilities. If you don't stick to probabilities, it's not going to play out in your favor, which means guess what? You will not be consistent. You will just be doing work for nothing. And again, you'll become a statistic because you'll say, this shit don't work. If you're pursuing this full time and you've got money behind you, brilliant. If you have a job, I would advise to keep the job. If you have a part-time side hustle or a business, I would advise to keep it. Going all in on trading is very stressful.
Well, like we can't even go all in. You know, you got family, bills, you got shit to pay for, you got a life to live. You know, you can't just give up for trading, and that's why you got to find ways to like make like part-time jobs, in like self-employed ways. You know, and in your own time, study the charts. You can buy courses, but everything's online for free. You know, normally people shouldn't have courses, I don't think, but at the end of the day they do. Everything's online for free. You can't give up on life. You can't give up your life for trading, because you're going to lose money along the way. You know, these prop firm challenges aren't cheap, should we say. And when you're doing a live account, you know, it's difficult. So it is a hard one. You have to find a way in your own routine as an individual how you can fit it all in. But you just got to understand that nothing comes easy. Everything in life you have to work for, you have to grind for. If it's done in a month, then everyone will be doing it. If it's done within a year, everyone will be doing it. But I'm just saying, you know, for example, Albert, myself, where are we going to be in 10 years' time? I don't even know that. Maybe not even here. But what I do know is tomorrow, the week after that, I'm still going to be doing Forex. I'm still going to be trading. I'm still grinding, self-developing myself. I'm just working towards a goal that I don't even have. A goal that will never be achieved because I set more goals after them goals. And I keep pushing, keep driving, keep motivating myself, never giving up. And that is the mentality that everyone needs to have. Because if you don't, then someone with that mentality will just come in, take you out, and then you'll be left behind. And that's the difference. This is a fucking race, a race that doesn't finish.
If you only have one source of income and it's trading, if the market's in a situation like at current where the markets are a lot more volatile, there is a lot more things happening in the world, if you're unable to trade and that end of that month you're relying on that money to live, you're going to do things that don't fit your plan, that are just wild, that are risky, that are detrimental to your overall performance in the pursuit of trying to make money because you deem me, I need money, I've got to survive. So survival instinct kicks in the brain where you're like, whoa man, we're going to eat this month, I'm not going to be able to pay my rent this month. Right, I've got an opportunity, this market can make me serious wedge, right, I'm increasing my risk, I'm upping the lots, I'm going all in. And 9 times
We've all
out of 10,
been
it'll be
there.
a shit poor setup that will ruin you.
Like,
and even if it works, then you've created a bad habit, so you'll do it the next month and the next month, and I promise one month it will catch you out and you'll be back to square one. Look at other people that I follow, the Stephen Bartletts, the Ali Abdals, the Lewis Morgans, whatever, they all have multiple income streams, not just one. And that's the classic thing, and it's a saying I've said for years, if you have one income, you're one step away from poverty. If the market has a moment this month where it's absolutely shit, you need a backup. That's not saying you can't trade, you're not a good trader.
It's also aspirations, can I just say, because like, you need to be content with living. In terms of, if you've got a place to live in, a bed to sleep in, if you've got electric, you've got food every day, you've got, you're able to do certain things, you're living already, but you're just trying to improve because you see other people. Never ever make that mistake to think that if what you've got isn't enough, because other people have way worse, and that is the worst mindset to have. If you are living in under a roof, XYZ, you're doing already great. But if you want to push on and have, more desire or aspirations, should we say, in terms of your living environment or where you want to be, that's even better. That's better. That's great. Everyone has obviously that mindset, but it's taken action onto that. I just think everyone should be grateful also to the position that they're in. And when you wake up, it shouldn't be, I need more, I need this, I need that. Appreciate what you have and then strive for more. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like it's a big thing, because in the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if I've got a Lamborghini, or I don't actually care, if I'm driving around in a Polo, if I'm honest with you, because materialistic things mean nothing. How much better would it be, though, to know that you paid off your whole house and you don't have to pay rent anymore on that mortgage? How nice would it feel? And that's why keeping your wealth is much more important than spending your wealth.
Trader, it's that you're able to be self-aware enough to go, the markets aren't great, I'm stepping out, but I've got this, I'm covered, my job pays me, or this pays me. So I would highly recommend, if you're getting into this, you need another source of income, or you need a huge buffer behind you where you're like, look, this buffer's got me for 2-3 years, I'm okay to spend that if I need to survive, I'm going all in. If you just go all in with your last 400 quid on a challenge, you've got no money coming in, I promise you the chances of you succeeding are fucking very slim. Risk management is crucial. Risking 5 to 10% per trade isn't going to do you any favours long term. You're likely going to blow your account up. So ensure that you have solid risk management and understanding, and you're focused on actually keeping capital. Retaining your capital is just as important as making new capital. You get so focused on, I'll put the risk on. Are you happy that if that trade doesn't work and you lose,
that's
you're going
to accept that?
One. A lot of people can't accept that. They can't accept the loss. They can't accept they're wrong. So they go again and they go again. And what you'll bring into this is a gambling mindset where you take a trade, doesn't work. You take a trade, doesn't work. You take a trade, doesn't work. You keep going.
Yeah.
You take a win. You're like, yes.
Gambling, mate.
Just got me
Gambling,
out.
facts.
That was good. Let's do it again sometime. Like, no, you're doing break-even dance. Bin it off, mate. Be focused on long-term growth. It's not about how you close the week out or the day out or even the month out. Sometimes, you do need to focus on the bigger picture with this. Again, it's okay to have a drawdown month. That is completely normal. What's important is, did you keep the account? Did you not blow it up? Go again the month after. Remember, a lot of businesses are measuring their success on quarterly performance, annual performance. Again, if you were to start a business, let's say you started a clothing brand, right? Started it from home, start a bedroom brand, you got all the products, you got all the samples, and you would put, so let's say you put 20, 30K into it. You wouldn't expect to make 20, 30K in week 1, week 2, week 3. You would just be like, can I get a sale? Can I get something?
Can I
get a win? Can I just showcase the system working?
Mate.
Can I get confidence in my edge? Can I build the understanding?
Can you get the snowball rolling? That's it. Can you get the snowball rolling? Once you get the snowball rolling, you have to start from somewhere. The start's the worst bit, but that is where, and I swear, this is a trait that I have, and everyone needs this trait. That's the best bit. The start's the best bit, because you're doing something from nothing. I love it. I love that. I love the fact that anyone, and it's how I look at life. Anyone can do anything, We're all human. People that are successful just know something that you don't, and you need to find out. Same with growing a business. How the hell am I about to grow this business? If I don't want to spend any money, this, what can I do? People just don't even know. But because I started doing stuff like that when I was young, and engraving that mentality into me, I can do anything. I can achieve anything. Even now, you know, yeah, my consistency is not the best with YouTube and stuff like that. It's a work in progress because myself is a work in progress, you know. Other things outside of YouTube, my whole in general, is all a work in progress. And that's why you just got to keep going. Lifestyle. Treat it like a lifestyle. Like with routine. Making your own routine. And your company being your lifestyle, or your job being your lifestyle, part-time stuff. You can do stuff on the side. Everyone can do something on the side. If that's sacrificing Netflix, I can honestly list 5 films that I've watched. Apart from that, you know, I just don't watch films. I don't really watch TV, just football. That's on the weekend. You know, that's my rest day as such. But I'm still working, you know. I'm on my phone messaging people, talking to people overseas, doing business stuff. It's all part of the job. It's my life. And that is how you become successful. You engrave stuff into yourself and self-develop yourself to become an absolute fucking machine. And the only way you can do that is by gradually improving. And no one's asking for you to, for example, upload a video every day or trade every day or make a trade every day. No one is asking that from you. But it's small steps into the right direction for a bigger reward. And that's like anything, you know. Things get easier the more you do it. But people just don't, innit? People just don't.
Assume that in year one, remember, most businesses don't even break even. In year one in trading, you could have made 6 figures. That's the beauty of it if you've put the skill.
I mean, if your business isn't profitable within the first year, depending on what it is, you know, normally they say if your company hasn't made a profit in the first 3 months, then you shouldn't do it. They say that. Or leave it to 6 months. But obviously, fuck what people say. Who gives a shit? It's like you could be mining two scrapes away from diamonds and you stop. You know that picture? There's a picture. I'm not going to get out. It's the same thing. You never stop. Never stop. Don't ever stop. We are machines. We are built like robots. Come on.
If it takes you 2 years, 3 years, it doesn't matter because that's business. What is your why? James Smith talks about this in his latest book about confidence. Understand what are your pain points or your triggers. When people come to him for PTing, they would say to him, I want to lose weight. He'd go, okay, cool, but why do you want to lose weight? And they go, oh, I just want to lose weight. Right, that's not really going to get you out of bed on the days where you can't be asked. Because let's face it, a lot of us wake up and we're like, can't be asked today. Motivation's at all-time lows. Motivation doesn't always get you to where you want to get. So you need something more. So you need to develop that pain point. So then he would dig into it more and people would go, because I've had a health scare. I need to lose weight because...
That's it. Health scare. Health anxiety. It's the best way.
Because otherwise,
Trick
I'm
yourself.
going to be in trouble. Or my partner stopped sleeping with me because of the way I look. Okay, like now we're getting somewhere. Now you're getting a reason to be like, we're going to get the fuck up and we're going to get the shit done. Me, it was the fear of having to go back to work for somebody else when I've experienced what it's like to work for myself. When I've had the freedom to work for myself, to do what I want when I want, to be present for my children and be around for them on the days where I've always wanted to be. So understand that just having a bit of motivation or having a quote on the wall isn't going to get you up every day, isn't going to make you do the work every day. Now again, on the flip side, it's also important to have balance. It's important to take time for yourself. It's important to take time and, you know, chill on the sofa, watch something, eat what you want, go out with friends, see the missus, see the partner, do whatever it is. Of course, you need to have balance. But can you safely say, if you're someone that's in a position where trading's not going well, or you're looking at getting into it, or you think it's a scam, can you actually say you've done the work? If you put 10,000 hours into this skill of real work, not pretending to do real work, you went to do a markup,
procrastination,
someone else, you're in a community, someone took a trade, you took the trade. Are you doing that shit, or are you actually going, right, I want to know, why does this work? Why are people saying this?
That's it. That's it. That is it.
This induces this works. Why does this chock and flip work? Does this work for me? Do I understand this? Or can I add my little spin on it? Before you enter this realm of being a Forex trader or a stock trader or a crypto trader, are you okay with all of the things listed that I've just said? Are you okay with loss? Are you okay with failure? Are you okay with doing the work? Are you okay with it getting hard? Are you okay with wanting to quit? Are you okay with...
Whoa. What did he just say?
Are you okay with it getting hard? Loss. Are you okay with failure? Are you okay with doing the work? Are you okay with it getting hard? Are you okay with wanting to quit? Okay with loss? Are you okay with failure? Are you okay with doing the work? Are you okay with it getting hard? 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 Are you okay with it getting? Are you okay? Are you
Oh my god.
okay with failure? Are you okay with doing the work? Are you okay with it getting hard? Are you okay,
Okay
with
then.
quit? Are you okay with friends not understanding? Family members not understanding? Are you okay that it could take a long time? Short-term progress? If you're okay with all those fucking things, then fully go for it. If you're not, don't even bother. I hope this video is beneficial in some way, shape or form. If you like the content and you're not subscribed, do me a favour, hit the subscribe button. There are still 45% of you watching my content every week. Some of you are
Mate, there's about 80% that don't subscribe to me, mate. So don't worry
subscribed,
about it.
which I don't know why, it's a button, just click it. Also, a little plug here, I have dropped to join now. You'll see it next to the subscribe button, so once you click subscribe, check it out. Join now. I've just got a couple of little things I'm offering as a membership. It's like $4.99. I see £3 of that. I'm using it more to help support the channel with equipment and just continuing to make videos. I'm playing around with what I'll offer. Any ideas or tips that you would like in that membership, perhaps I will throw it in. I hope you all have an incredible week. We are going into Q4. Make sure you've reviewed Q3. Make sure you've looked over Q3. How could you be better? What do you need to do in Q4 in order to be better? End the year strong and go into 2023 with massive momentum.
Yeah, mate, that's what it's
Catch you in a
about.
bit. Peace and love.
Mate, to be fair, quite a sick video. I know I waffled on a bit too much on that video, but I don't even care. You know, if you don't want to listen, you don't even have to listen. The stuff I'm saying is facts. He's saying facts. We're giving both our perspectives of things. And yeah, it's all a learning curve in the end of the day. And this guy, like he just literally said at the end of the video, and people don't even watch the end of the video. Like, I don't even know how many people are watching. If you are still watching, comment below because it'll be interesting to see. But he said literally, I'm going to work hard, build momentum, ready for 2023. That is exactly what your mindset has to be like. Now is the grind time. The winter is the grind time. Now we work hard. Because working hard now is going to benefit us in 5-6 months time. You have to put the work in. And that's why, look, it's obvious. That's why he's insanely growing his channel. He's getting views now. It's going up. He's being more consistent. And he needs to keep this up. Because this channel will have 100k next year. By the end of next year. By the end of the year. Not saying start. Okay. But great advice. And you can tell that the way that he was speaking, you know, there was pain there. Like, he's experienced it before, because he has. And he's probably been shafted by some fake Telegram group as well. And for a trader who's been funded and lost the account, shows transparency. Why do you not want to follow this guy? So, obviously, subscribe. Links down below in the description. Subscribe to me, 1 every 2 days. I'm trying my best to keep it up. If I can't do it, then flame me, because that's pure laziness. And that's a poor mentality to have. But anyway, 38 minutes recorded. Let's fucking go. It's been your boy TJ. Appreciate the support. Much love, guys. Have a good day. Stay safe. Keep trading. Don't stop.